It's the 4th week of July, 2008.
Wow.
The best week ever!
Report said surf, that's a lake.
McConaughey puts the surfer and dude in Surfer Dude.
I'm a surfer, dude.
So, let's meet our next challenger.
A new game show certainly seems like a gamble.
I bet everything I had left except for $1.
Some teenagers borrow other teenagers.
I am definitely looking forward to taking over this house.
Corey Feldman shows us another thing he's not good at.
You know, that kind of stuff.
All right, bring him on!
We think Mary Murphy thinks we've got talent.
Maybe next year.
And you may have left the Big Brother house lights on, Ollie and April, but one of these people is having the best week ever. What?
I am so sick right now.
It's everything you love,
I love dating.
I'm over you. I don't want to be around you anymore.
everything you miss,
Penis, penis, penis.
It's always worth another lick.
and all the stuff you need to see again.
It just seems so blatantly bizarre and ridiculous.
The best week ever.
This is the funnest night ever!
Cool.
Spent all week on your world tour. Here's what you missed, Barack Obama. This week, as girl fights rage from athletic arenas to the couches at the Wendy Williams show, you can practically hear the battle cry. Oh, no, she didn't.
National Girl Fighting Week got off to a great start when race car driver Danica Patrick had a run-in with another lady race car driver.
You're gonna be sexy. What are you doing? What the hell?
But then things were taken up a notch by the WNBA, whatever that stands for.
Parker takes Pearson down at the 5-yard line. Pearson comes back to retaliate. The fight breaks out.
Whoa! What started this brawl? Did someone make fun of the L word?
But all that sports girl fighting paled in comparison to when Omarosa, last name unknown, braved the Wendy Williams talk show.
Hey, wait. What? You said you was gonna straighten me out. What the hell was that?
I said smooth you out.
Smooth me out. What does that mean?
We're gonna talk and have a nice conversation.
Let's have
Relax,
a conversation.
Omarosa.
Oh, no, I know how to chill.
Okay.
But I will not be disrespected.
It was like gloves are off, let's come out swinging. You're a bitch, let's do this interview.
Okay.
Then Wendy had the gall to try to help Omarosa promote her new book, The Bitch Switch.
This is not the time for you to look for your moment. I invited you here.
Oh, I know how to find my moment. Which is
I understand.
The book.
We're going to talk about the book.
All right, well, let's get to it, Wendy. Oh, don't,
I want to look at it and show it to, well, then show it to Kenny right here.
In Omarosa's defense, that's the only copy of the book she has. The publisher only printed up one.
Girls, what are you waiting for? Start talking about each other's faces.
Now, did you have a nose job?
No.
It looks like you had a nose job.
No.
And thank you.
I would suggest for you some Restylane. The lines stay.
I would suggest a wig that doesn't sit off my head 3 inches. That would be my suggestion.
I think Miss Manners would say unsolicited plastic surgery advice. It's pretty much a universal no-no. Even if that woman looks like the Crypt Keeper, you keep it to yourself.
As The Dark Knight assaulted box office records this week, Christian Bale was arrested for verbally assaulting his mother in a London hotel room. Wait, verbal assault? For more in the story, here's Dr. Doug.
After examining Christian Bale's mom for signs of the aforementioned verbal abuse, I found some verbal bruising, some verbal lacerations. The whole left side of her face looks extremely yelled at. So overall, she's been pretty verbally beaten up. So I prescribed verbal ointment, a verbal ice pack, and some pointless small talk to get her back on her feet. If she was my patient, that is. She's in England. Cheerio!
This week on The Two Coreys, we learned that Corey Feldman is not only a kind of sort of actor, but he sings as well. Kind of, sort of.
Time like the night you came to me.
It turns out Corey Feldman has a song in his heart, so he enlists a professional to help him pull it out his ass.
So, like, instead of it being like all funky, like boom, chicka-dum, chicka-dum, chicka-dum,
Instead of that, it's gonna be more like dum dum ba dum bum 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 bum. So it's just kind of like, you know, that kind of stuff.
Well, Corey's close, but I think Springtime Flowers Bloom goes like this. Da, 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 da.
And when it came time for Corey's performance for his wife, he really let her know how he felt, and it was moving, girl. What's it? No, I got something in mind.
I love you. You know I love you, baby. You know I love you, baby. I really love you.
You know, some people say the way to show a woman you love her is by giving her a diamond ring. Other people say you should grab her by the back of the neck and scream in her face.
You know I love you, baby.
This week on Baby Borrowers, the teenagers moved on from taking care of babies to taking care of slightly younger teenagers, which put a lot of strain on some high school sweethearts.
Morgan, you just are so selfish. That's
No, you're selfish.
How am I selfish? You're such a joke. You are such a joke.
I just got here. They're like fighting like crazy. This kind of reminds me of like how my parents used to fight, stuff like that.
It's like someone on the show said, here, sit on this playground equipment so you look like a child. A giant child.
Dayton and Morgan surprisingly were not able to stay together for the sake of their pretend teenage child.
I feel bad about the kid, but I mean, like it's an experiment and I'm holding myself higher than the experiment, I guess.
You gotta love Dayton. Most fathers wait till their child go to sleep or tell them they gotta go get some juice or something to leave them. Dayton packed his right in front of the boys like, Daddy's out.
You said you have a plan.
I think I'm just gonna stay. Because I made a commitment myself and I'm not gonna just let this little boy go home.
Why does Eddie stand around and keep letting people call him a little boy? You know, he's like, I'm 15 years old, guys. I'm 2 weeks away from getting my learner's permit. I have been to second/third base with several girls. I'm not a little boy, okay? But I'd still like you to stay together.
If you thought Ed McMahon would liven up Celebrity Family Feud, you would be incorrect, sir.
This week on The Feud, Ed McMahon brought it. It being a neck brace.
It's so good to see you, my friend.
Thank you, my friend. Good to see you.
I know there's been some stuff in the news. You doing okay?
I'm doing fine, yeah.
Great.
Right, thank you.
What's stuff in the news? That he's got financial troubles and he's losing his home? Or has Ed McMahon been in a sex tape I don't know about? Hey-o!
Name something that people spread. Tiki, butter.
Yeah.
One answer more popular, Ed. What do you think?
Disease.
Disease!
Not a bad answer for what is something people spread, but disease was also his answer for name something you bring to a picnic.
Name a part of a woman's body that's usually larger than a man's.
Go ahead, Ed.
I know, I'm trying to do it.
Just think.
I'm thinking, I'm trying.
3 seconds.
3 seconds,
I mean, hasn't life given Ed enough X's in the face this month? You know, couldn't they find a nicer way to say it? Like Al whispering, good try, Ed. Time's up. Or maybe they could get that little whammy guy to come on. He's not working.
On ABC's new show, Wanna Bet? Celebrities gamble on whether ordinary people can pull off strange feats. And one guy's special talent had our tongues wagging.
We're not sure if Wanna Bet is a game show or a talent show or even a show at all, but ABC quickly let celebrity judge Harlan Williams know it's a family show.
I think he's got to succeed because my father always told me, son, always wear a rubber tire.
Whose voice was that? Did they just like run up to Harlan as he was leaving the studio, go, say tire, into my iPod. I have one of those recording things.
Who is this censorship for? It's so awkward. Can't really be fooling anyone.
Son, always wear a rubber tire.
Hey! Wait a minute. No father would tell his son to wear a rubber tire. It's not in scripture.
Just as things looked their bleakest, one German guy saved the day with his very unusual talent, identifying CDs with his tongue.
Well, I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
Nice and quiet, please, in the audience. Let Harold concentrate.
Harold, you happy?
Yes.
Let me know what you think the CD is.
I think it's Iron Maiden, Wildest Dreams.
It's the right answer!
You know, the Pentagon went nuts. They've got this over in Germany. We need to get that here. Everyone start licking CDs. Not that way. Do it with a CD blindfold on. Jeez, what do you not watch Wanna Bet?
Most kids competing on ABC's new show, High School Musical, Get in the Picture, are trying to get into the upcoming movie. But one contestant, Brianna, may just want to get into plain old high school.
The first person to discover and immediately judge Brianna's background was the High School Musical talent scout.
So tell me about your high school experience. Actually, I'm homeschooled.
Oh.
So.
You know how you laugh at somebody you didn't mean to, and the scout is like, oh, you were homeschooled? Oh, I'm sorry.
Things got really eye-opening when Brianna revealed her concerns about the audition.
My biggest fear is like I'll sing and like maybe I'll miss a note or something. They're like, you suck, get out of here or something. And they'll like kick a chair to me or something.
I feel like Brianna's giving us an unintentional glimpse into her homeschool environment, you know? What did she do to get that kind of reaction from her parents? Try to pass a note to her dog during math? Rufus, this is so boring, isn't it? Rough.
Mary Murphy sits down with Chuck Nice to discuss a new project.
I am here with So You Think You Can Dance Judge Mary Murphy. Mary, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
You know what? We are huge fans of the show, but especially you.
Aw, thanks, Jack.
As a matter of fact, the network loves your signature scream so much that we have decided to give you your own spin-off show where we look for the next Mary Murphy. We call it So You Think You Can Scream.
Yes, my own show. All right, bring him on.
Oh!
Not bad, but not good, sorry. Okay, that's just weird. Girl, you have to find your own scream. Wow, you've got energy. That was full of pizzazz. You're the one. You're the original hot tamale.
Coming up, Brittany's baby gets his first pack of smokes. And you may have shown your trainers who's in charge, monkey, but one of these people is having the best week ever. You're watching Best Week Ever, where working in August is for suckers.
Great news, everybody. It's safe to eat tomatoes again. I'm going to enjoy some of this salsa.
Actually, Chuck, they've determined that the salmonella is being caused by jalapenos.
Extra spicy! Ah! Sizzler! Ah!
Sizzler!
This week, photos surfaced of Britney Spears' 2-year-old son, Sean Preston, holding a pink cigarette lighter. Holding a pink cigarette lighter? Come on, Britney, get your act together. Boys are supposed to get blue cigarette lighters.
Flaming Spears!
This week, Madame Tussauds of London unveiled a wax figure of Amy Winehouse. A spokesman for Tussauds said, it doesn't look like Amy yet, but if we leave it outside for a couple of months, the pigeons and the car pollution will have it looking like Amy in no time.
Waxing Pathetic!
Jerry O'Connell revealed to People magazine that he and his wife, Rebecca Romaine, are trying to get pregnant. Congratulations, Jerry! That's the first decent thing you've been in.
Sizzler!
While celebrating a birthday, Camilla Parker Bowles was the proud recipient of a giant head of cabbage. And now it's time for the Sizzler Photo Challenge. Can you find the giant ugly head of cabbage? Nope. Down to the left. There it is.
That's your trouble.
This week brought us the first pictures of both Matthew McConaughey and the pregnant dude's babies. If little McConaughey follows in his daddy's footsteps, he'll be quite the ladies' man, while baby Susan Gillette will be quite the lady man.
Sizzler!
That was the Sizzler! And remember, if life gives you lemons, put those lemons in a sock and beat the crap out of life with it. Have a great August.
When we return, Brooke Hogan chooses not to rock the vote. Plus, you may have been sentenced to parole for your Waffle House brawl, Kid Rock, but one of these people is having the best week ever. You're watching Best Week Ever. Would you put a little more sunscreen on my back, please? Yeah, a little to the right. Ooh. While you were singing off-key on your own talent show, Jewel, we were finding the week's best moments, in case you missed it. On the Today Show this week, Kathy Lee and Hoda interviewed a ventriloquist who uses a real live dog as his R-rated dummy, Paging PETA.
Give me a little scratch behind the ears, would you?
Can we do that?
A little lower, Kathy, a little.
I draw the line with dogs, all right?
Well, it's a real fun act. I do about 40 minutes of innuendo where I make people rub the dog's genitals, and then we get on to pet safety.
On the first episode of Date My Ex, Joe and Slade, a suitor named Michael got a lot off his chest. And by a lot, we mean, ew, gross.
Joe, I am not gonna lie to you. When I first saw you, you did kind of make my heart beat. But then I decided what I would do is just go ahead and roll with it.
Hope you're not expecting me to say some nice about your eyes, because that was all I got. Now my brain is empty.
On Brooke Knows Best this week, Brooke Hogan was asked who she's voting for, and her answer would make any dad proud.
So who are you voting for?
You know what? I actually am not that into voting. I think that it's kind of crazy that a woman is running because I think women deal on emotions and menopause and PMS and stuff.
Brooke needs to realize that not all women are alike. You know, they're not all morons like Brooke Hogan.
Well, I was raised to believe that a woman should stay home and learn how to cook and sew and be a good wife to her father. Husband!
On the reality show Flipping Out, Jeff hired a professional psychic to make a $3 million house spirit-free. But he got much, much more than that in the form of a strange exorcism.
I'm gonna bring him as close to me as I can get him to come. There you go. Whatever you do, just don't touch me.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the first time I've seen a psychic contact the ghost of emphysema.
This week on The View, Joy Behar dug down deep and squeezed in this topic.
We're going to have somebody on here who talks about tightening your vagina.
Oh! Come on now! Best Week Ever is going on a break till September 12th because even we have our limits.
Good day!
Coming up, a Best Week Ever that doesn't need a shirt. You're watching Best Week Ever. We graduated first in our homeschool class. This week's Best Week Ever featured music from Da Novo Dow. To learn more, log on to bestweekever.tv. This week, Matthew McConaughey opened up to OK Magazine about the birth of his son, Levi. But when we saw the trailer for his new movie, we realized fatherhood hadn't changed him a bit. That's why he's having the best week ever.
So Matthew McConaughey and his baby mama, Camila Alvarez, appeared on the cover of OK Magazine with their brand new little baby, Levi.
What is McConaughey looking at? Because, like, okay, the mother is looking at the baby. The baby is looking wherever babies look. Then McConaughey's, like, got a 100-yard stare. Like he's looking into the land of lean beef. Oh, I wish I was there with no baby responsibilities, lying on a porterhouse.
So McConaughey vividly described the wonders of fatherhood when he said, and I quote, "We found a great rhythm. Contractions started kicking in. I sat there with her right between her legs. We got tribal on it. We danced to it. I was DJing this Brazilian music."
After he said all that, they was like, hey, Matthew, we talking about the birth of your child. He was like, oh, My bad. I thought you were talking about the beach party we had. Oh, the baby. It was messy. Nasty.
In addition to fathering a baby boy, Matthew McConaughey brought a beautiful new film into the world. Yes, that's right, the trailer for Surfer, Dude finally premiered on the internet.
Patient? Surfer. How long you staying stateside? Long enough to check in with my bros, keep you stoked, you know?
This is Matthew McConaughey in his realm, okay? This is his element.
Half naked and kind of wet.
Yeah, shirtless, delicious blonde eyes.
It writes itself.
Cool.
I am super stoked to see this movie. On the all right scale, I give it 2 all rights. All right, all right.